All right, so just staying on the topic of emotional balance or emotional peace, I would say that the war is finally over. We have to tell ourselves, constantly tell ourselves, when you grow up with like insanity or just not knowing or growing up living on eggshells or just episode after episode, and yet as adult today, um, we have situations or circumstances that come up, and we wonder why we may have an indifference to stress or indifference to criticism or an indifference to negativity. Well, we have to get to the source. And the source is that when you grow up in a toxic environment where everything is unpredictable and there's a lack of stability and there's chaos, and so you just never know because it constantly keeps you in a heightened state of stress, a heightened state of, that's where, to me, where anxiety comes from. And so you go through, if you can imagine going through your whole life with that ongoing, and then we wonder why, like, certain things, anxiety or stress or high blood pressure, and the source of where those things come from. Now we know as we grow in understanding. But the difference today is this, is that as children, we may not have power or have had that power, but as healing adults today, we understand and we know today that not only do we have power, but we also have control of what we let into our lives and what we release into our life. And the process for me is just learning how to just simply just let go, because God's will is going to be done, and understanding that, and that power, and in the process of having that control, is that I can keep and maintain my peace by just letting go. I can keep and maintain that peace by just knowing that I deserve more and I shall have more, and I will do whatever it takes to maintain that peace, which all of us should have that understanding that your peace and your peace of mind is yours. You own it. Like I said in the last video, that our emotions is the only true thing in this world that we own. And with adding to that, I will say that we can break that cycle. We can break that cycle of insanity. We can break that cycle of chaos, um, and not having that stability by constantly reminding ourselves that the war is over. So we move from surviving to living. I'm gonna say that again for those in the back, that we can move from surviving to living. You have to move from that place of surviving and just flying up under the radar or barely getting by, or to just living. Give yourself permission to live and to be. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make some wrong turns. You're gonna have some ups. You're gonna have some downs. But that's living. And in the process, you're learning. In the process, you're growing. And so, as adults today, healing adults today, is that we are in control of our lives, and the past do not no longer have to affect our lives, and so we can be and become who we was placed here to be. And the biggest comfort is getting the understanding that I can let go, and I have a creator that picks it up when I'm no longer able to bear it. And so move from surviving to living. And it's time for us to live, y'all. It's time for us to be great. It's time for us to build on our greatness. And it's time for us to live with purpose. It's time for us to motivate. It's time for us to share and help each other and live the lives that we was placed here to live. Till next time, remember to subscribe, And if you have thoughts, share them in the comment section. And there's much more to come. Thank you.